They stopped the flotilla, but they couldn't stop the truth. Let me tell you something. When they boarded that boat, rifles drawn, masks on, they weren't just seizing aid, they were seizing truth. Truth that the Zionist state will kill truth to protect lives, that it will hijack humanity just to maintain its illusion of security. You don't intercept a ship of civilians unless you fear what they carry. And what they carried wasn't guns. It was dignity. It was justice. It was the very thing the Zionist regime fears most. Witnesses. You see, we live in a world where the oppressed are painted as criminals, and the criminal regimes call themselves victims. That's what we're looking at here. Just like I said in 1963, when the master's house caught on fire, the field Negro prayed for a breeze. Well, that breeze is blowing now because the house of Zionism is on fire, and they're doing everything they can to keep that flame from spreading. They thought stopping a boat would stop a movement. They thought seasoned activists would silence the world, but I'm here to tell you, that boat was a match, and now the world is burning with righteous anger. Some of you still don't get it. You think this is just about aid. You think this is just about politics. Let me remind you what I said once before. You don't have a turn the other cheek revolution. There's no such thing as a nonviolent revolution. The people on that boat, those were revolutionaries. Unarmed but not powerless, silent but not submissive. And when Israel struck, they struck all of us. They struck every voice that ever cried out for justice in Palestine. This ain't just a siege on Gaza. It's a siege on truth, a siege on conscience, a siege on humanity. Well, those on that floor weren't afraid. They risked everything. They knew they might never come home, and still they sailed. They had no tanks, no drones, no government to back them. Just the cause and the courage to carry it. That's more than we can say for half the world's so-called leaders. Now they'll say it was justified, that they were defending themselves. But let's be clear, you can't defend yourself from unarmed truth. And when you attack aid workers like they're enemy combatants, when you treat food like contraband, when you treat Gaza like a crime for which the sentence is eternal suffering, then you've already admitted your guilt. So I say to the people, don't let this flame die. Don't let them drown this memory in propaganda. Don't let them normalize piracy and pretend it's policy. You can board a ship, but you can't board a revolution. And this is a revolution. We must fight with every word, every protest, every ship, every shout. Are you going to be the house Negro who watches this injustice and stays silent, or the field warrior who rides with the truth until the walls fall?